Hello, folks. Scripture says that the prayer of a righteous man avails much. But wait a minute. Doesn't Romans 3 say that none are righteous, for all have sinned and all have fallen short of the glory of God? It sure does. But wait, doesn't Scripture also say these people were righteous? They are called righteous by God. Noah, Job, Lot, Daniel, Abel, Joseph, Cornelius, Zacharias, Simeon, Elizabeth, John the Baptist. You see, the all in Romans 3 must be read in context and not just to fit our inherited sin Gnostic doctrines. You see, these Romans 3, especially verses 10 to 12 and Romans 3:23 are classics used out of context by those who defend sin as our fallen nature, as an inherited sinful nature, which was brought in by the Manichaean Gnostic Augustine, before whom the church did not hold this view of an inherited sin nature, which Augustine called original sin. Because if original sin is true, folks, then either Jesus was born sinful or he was not born as a man, as we are in the flesh. He was some other kind of man. He was not a partaker of the same. He was not, as Scripture says, made and tempted in all points as we are in the flesh. And they'll use the none and the for all have sinned and none are righteous in Romans 3 to say that no one has ever walked the face of the earth besides Jesus, who was free of sin. Yet the Bible gives us other examples of sinless, righteous, blameless, holy men of God, who God calls righteous. He said they were blameless in the eyes of God. You see, the all in Romans 3:23 has to be taken in context. And if you are honest with yourself and you read it in context, you will see that it is clearly speaking that the all is speaking of both races of humanity, Jew and Gentile. That both races of humanity have sinned. Not all, as in every single human member of the human race. To prove this, Romans 3 even begins contrasting Jew and Gentile, asking, what advantage has the Jew? And then it goes on to say, what then? Are we better than they? No, in no wise, for we have before proved both Jews and Gentiles that they are all under sin. Okay? And then in Romans 3:29 to 30, it says, is God the God of the Jews only? Is he not also the God of the Gentiles? Yes, of the Gentiles also, seeing it is one God, which shall justify the circumcision by faith and the uncircumcision through faith. You see, folks, if we so as even dare to accuse God's own holy men, righteous men that God calls righteous, holy, blameless, if we even dare call these holy men of God as being sinners, then we had damn sure better have the Scripture to back up how these holy men who God calls holy fit into the all and none in Romans 3, including Jesus. Otherwise, we had best be prepared to stand before Christ in judgment of false accusation of these holy men of God, who God calls righteous, blameless. 1 John 3:7-8. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteous is righteous, even as he, Christ, is righteous. He that committeth sin is of the devil. I'm going to read that one more time. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he, Christ, is righteous. He that committeth sin is of the devil. Okay, that's all, folks. And you guys take care until we see you next time. God bless you.